Hi everyone, it's 21st February. It's just an update and I'm going to be sowing most of my seeds that are kind of frost hardy. So first of all I'm going to give everyone a mention who sent some of me mum's sweet pea seeds, Hilda's Mix. So we'll start off with Sue Jones, who also sent me some seeds in return, so thanks very much Sue. I'm going to be sowing some of them today. Brian Wright, I think it is, David Redgate, Kevin Little, and Kevin kindly donated a sum of money to a charity that is quite close to home, and it's to do with eating disorders. So the charity is called Beat Eating. It's online. If anyone wants to donate, then fine. You know, it's more than welcome to. But thanks again, Kevin, for that. It means a lot to the whole family. And then we've got Paul McCarroll, Kath Connolly, Alan Jones from the Dawn Chorus plot. I've seen your update, Alan, and thanks for showing me mum's sweet peas, and I hope they grow alright for you. It's Daniel Ainge, I think he's called. Dave Rawcliffe, sorry. Julie Fleming, Greg McGinn, Paul Davis, Karen Davidson, Simon Isaacs from 50 Shades of Green, and Joanne Atkinson. And also there's a chap called Jason who asked for some seeds, but unfortunately he's in the US, and so sorry Jason, I can't send you any, but thanks for asking, and thanks for being a subscriber as well. So that's everyone who I've sent seeds to. I hope you've all got them. If not, let me know and I'll see what I do. I've got some left. It's getting a bit late now, but if you want some I can still send some. So we'll get on with sowing some seeds. First of all, I'm just going to fill this seed tray up, just a 40 cell, which I'm going to be sowing my spring onions and my beetroot in, which are Bolt Hardy and I think it's Ishikura, I think it is. I usually grow white Lisbon, but I tend to prefer the Ishikura ones now. So all I've got is some multi-purpose compost. I've kind of gone back to making your own compost, seed compost now. It's just multi-purpose that I've put through. I haven't put it through a fine sieve, just a standard sieve, just to get the big chunks out. It's roughly 5 parts compost, 1 part silver sand, and 1 part vermiculite. So it's fairly fine. So we'll just see how it goes. It usually does alright. It's a different compost. I used to use B&Q's own, but I'm using some it's Keith Singleton's multi-purpose, which is a good compost on its own. Proper really nice and light and fluffy. So we'll start off with just filling this tray. Try not to spill it everywhere. I'm only doing it indoors because it's raining outside, and plus it's actually just 1:10 in the morning. So seems a bit of an odd time, but I've had a bit of a busy week. But it's been a good week. I've been down the plot last week. I had 2 days down the plot, and then so this week's been. I've had a good week this week, so spirits are lifted, and I'm a lot happier. So hopefully everything's going to be all right now. Nothing fancy to fill in seed trays really, just don't pack them down too hard. You're not too bad with it. A good compost, because it's quite fluffy, it'll spring back up. You know, a lot of people struggle with the water inside of it, you know, because seeds can be a bit temperamental, especially in the cold. Some of these are going to go outside in the polytunnel, but I think until I start seeing some of them actually just pricking through the top, they'll be on the windowsill. Just to get them started and then get them out, because if they're trying to reach for the light, they'll get tall and leggy. So I'm going to tamper that down a bit like that. Just clear this tray a bit. I'm using the old mobile phone for a camera, so can be a bit temperamental and cut off, so we'll just see how it goes. I'll use my finger instead, I think. Make sure these are all sort of semi-patted down. So I'm not pressing it down, I'm just just lightly patting it, you know, because the roots are really fine when they come out of the seedling, so you don't want to be in like a concrete pillow. Plus it just helps the drainage. I'm just going to refill these back to the top. Some people like to leave them slightly low down because it has this sort of little microclimate thing, but I don't tend to bother. I just get it nice and full, because when you water it and it slowly sinks down, and if you don't pack it quite hard enough, when you come to get your seedling out, it'll fall to pieces. So it's trial and error. It's practice. There's nothing but practice, really. So you'll get the knack of it eventually. Just don't give up. Don't squeeze my finger, because the seeds are planted the same depth, you know, roughly 5 to 10 mil deep. So I'm just going to make a little indentation in the middle of each module. When I've done that, I shall move the camera so you can see me sowing the seeds along with everything else. So it's going to be a long video, but save editing it all. I know a lot of you like to see me sow the seeds, because when you see me sow them, they are the seeds that you see me prick out, plant up at the allotment and then harvest. So there's no pre-preparation, it's all real time, and successes and failures, because you can't win them all, so it's the best way to be. So I'll move the camera and we'll get on with the rest of these. Right, I hope you can see this okay. It's kind of crammed in a bit here. Some beetroot seeds. I'm using some older seeds as well, because there's still time for a lot of the stuff that if they don't fire, save throwing them away, I might as well try them. I'm also going to be sowing some sweet pea seeds. I should have done a few days ago. I've soaked them and they've sprouted, so see how they go. So I'm just going to put 2 seeds per station, or thereabouts. Sometimes you get a few extra fall out, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, these are Bolt Hardy. I did try a couple of other ones last year, but to be honest, you can't. I prefer Bolt Hardy. Even though I know last year it was that sunny in the summertime, it was very hot. A lot of the other allotment holders who grew Bolt Hardy actually bolted. So 20 of them for now. I can always do a couple more trays, or another tray like this in a couple of weeks, and then all spring onions. But instead of sowing a full tray of 40, I'll just do 20 of these for now. And I'm not going to count, but I'm reckoning there's probably anything between 8 and 10 seeds going in each sort of station. You should push yourself apart. So, last year I actually used quite a lot of spring onions last year, for the first time. I tend to grow them and wait for them to get big, but I started taking a few quite small last year as well. So I think that's the way forward, is don't wait for everything to get massive, because then you just end up with a big glut. It's okay to take small stuff. Same with lettuce really. I've got my seed potatoes which are chitting. I've not bothered doing a chitting video because there's plenty of gardeners on YouTube that do a video. But potato chit just basically looks like that, and they get planted that way up. So that's that tray all sold. It's just a case of filling it up now, really. I've cheated a bit. I've filled all the other trays are filled up ready. So it's pointless having a video of me filling trays of compost. Some like the really long videos, some would probably prefer the short ones. Yeah, just a case of just doing that over the top. If you are putting your seeds outside, I would advise either storing your seeds outside for a couple of days, or even put them in the fridge, cool them down, because you don't want to be shocking them, because this compost has been indoors for a little while. So I'm just going to water this. I'll water it now and then I'll give it another water in a bit. I get asked quite a bit where I get these watering caps from. Just look on Amazon or eBay. I've got a few different ones. Just bottle top waterers, I think they're called. There's plenty of different brands about. They're not dear. You can make your own. Just make some holes in the top of the lid of a bottle. So I just need to find some labels now, which I already pre-wrote. So put that there, that's the spring onions. And that there. Just need to find a tray now to put in. Now I'll just put a little propagator lid over the top of it, and the rest is up to Mother Nature, really. Right, so I think we'll do his sweet peas next. Yeah, Hills mix, just same compost. I've just used my finger and made some holes. So I put these in the other day, not quite got around to doing them, so a lot of them have, you can see a lot of them have sprouted, but they should be fine because I've not let them dry out. It's just a case of popping one in each hole. Well, there's two gone down, but no worry. At least if they've sprouted, they should be sort of semi-viable. I have sold quite a few because I need to give some to my sister, or both sisters, because they're both growing them. Probably could have done with making these holes a little bit deeper, just because the sprouts coming out is actually the root, but it'll find its way down. You know, these will get planted out. I tend to do it as soon as they start getting the little tendrils on them, when they start trying to grab on things. otherwise I end up getting a bit tangled together. You can sow these direct outside if your soil's not soaking wet and poor drainage. That's 80 of them done. It's just a case of going on with them now, really. Little sieve. Same again, just found these online. It's actually made out of like a sort of wood. Pull these right to the top, make sure they've got a good sort of 10mm covering roughly. The compost underneath has been pre-watered. I'll have to drain for a little while. But I'm going to water the tops just to make sure everything's set down. Get rid of some of this excess compost. I've got a large propagator lid for this because it's a double tray. I've got a feeling though that I'll end up sowing my sister's seeds for them, and I can sort of give them a head start in a polytunnel. If you haven't got a polytunnel or a cold frame, just hold fire for a little, a couple more weeks before you sow a lot of your stuff. Just a little water. So it's been pre-watered underneath, so this is just to settle it. You just have to be careful if it's in the polytunnel, if you get any sunny days it goes right out, so I tend to feel for the weight of something. If it feels got a bit of weight in it, I know it's wet enough. So that's the sweet peas, Hilda's mix, they're done. I don't need to label them to know what they are. Next up we shall do, I think we'll do onions. I've got these little, I'm going to try these again. They do dry out quite quick, but I used to grow them in things like this. My Santerre onions are perfectly fine. If I get one else, I'll show you what condition they're in. Perfectly fine. Nice and hard. The store onsets, they started sprouting and everything 2 months ago. So Santerre, good storers, and I expect these to store for about another 3 months at least. So we shall sow them to begin with, I think. Oh, they put some of the white stuff on top of the seeds, coated them. It's like an antifungal agent. So rather than being like black, they've got this coating on. I've seen it before on some of the brassicas. The idea is try and go for just one. So this is fairly time consuming doing this, but I'm sure we'll get through it. 2 gone in there. I'm not bothered if they land in the middle. Can sort that out after. I say I'll sow one of these trays. I'm not going to sow the whole lot on camera. 3 gone in that one. I actually contemplated sowing them like I do my large onions, just putting them on in a tray and then pricking them out later, but I thought I'll give these trays another whirl. If you get a good root base on them, they are quite easy to get out. You just push underneath with a pencil and they pop out like a nice little plug. Seeds back in the pack. I should use a little pencil and try and get them a bit nearer to the middle, some of them. It doesn't really matter too much. Not too bad when they're a perfectly round seed. If you put a little indentation in the centre, it should just roll down. I've tried like little contraptions they make for holding seeds. I mean, Nige has a good way with his bit of paper and a pencil. I tried that a couple of times last year, it works alright. That's Nigel on the Muddy Boots channel. So if you're watching now, I hope everything's alright. I need to catch up on your channel, see where you're up to. Same with Terry on the Robotic Allotment channel. Need to catch up on some of his videos. He has a composting group on Facebook as well, so that's worth a look. That's about right for that. I think what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to cover these with vermiculite. Just plain vermiculite on its own. Just basically I filled these trays and it's been pressed down, so they're about 5mm down. I know some seed packets say like bury 13mm. It's too deep, you know. If the compost gets too wet, plus vermiculite will let a bit of light through. Just going to fill it right to the top. Simply just water them. Don't need much water, it's just stick it down really. So I'll get me a label for that. So that's Santero. The other ones I've got is Red Spark. They're in F1, so I've never grown them before, so I shall give them a go. Sown the same way as these. So yeah. That's all I'm going to do with all the alliums, and hopefully they'll grow, because I haven't got any sets this year. I can always get some if there's a problem. Right, what should we do next? Tomatoes. I am a little bit short on tomato seed this year. Clear some of this up. Dry compost on here to get some of the water up. I usually grow one called Alyssa Craig or Isla Craig. It's not been great the last couple of years, to be honest. So I'm going to give them a miss. So I've got 5 small trays, about £1 each. Just fill them with compost. I tend to put one on top of the other, press it down, so they end up, you know, about 5mm down. So we'll start off with Sun Gold. I'm growing them again. All I'm going to do is just spread them out, because I do give a lot of tomato plants away as well, friends and family. And then I'll prick these out in probably 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm going to put a label in that. I'll just cover these with vermiculite. Next one is Gardener's Delight. I haven't got so many of these things left. I did my seed order. I just ordered Sun Gold because I thought I had loads of everything else, but I haven't. I'm not doing the subarctic plenties again. I might start doing them again next year. So same again, just there's probably like 10-12 seeds going in each one. That's the Gardener's Delight. Find my label for that. Good old money maker. Another, you know, if you don't got much room, I'd do something like money maker, definitely Gardener's Delight. Money maker. Next we'll do Alicante. It's another favourite of mine. The Alicante I can't find the seed for right now, so I'll do them after when I find them. So I'll leave that tag down like that, so I know I've still got to do that one. So these ones are San Marzano, which are plum tomato. They're a bit late to ripen these, but they're a good one for sauce, to be honest. Quite a meaty one, so you don't have to reduce it too much. Same again, just vermiculite. So I'll end up with a sort of 5mm above them. I wouldn't suggest germinating your tomato plants outside just yet, and be wary of any sort of frost at all. You need to get caught out one now, which has happened to me before now, and you can lose a whole lot. Some more water. Should really let your water sort of stand a bit. So all these have been pre-watered as well. And then propagate a lid on that, and that's the tomatoes. Do the brassicas next. We'll start off with the quails, which is the broccoli and calabrese. I do tend to like doing these a little bit deeper, not much, you know, so I'm just going to put little indentations because I don't like doing these too thickly. You can put 2 in each area just to make sure you double your chances of them coming up. That's the quails. But I'm going to use compost on the top of these. I'm actually going to lift them out of this tray. I don't want to fill the tray up with compost. Next we shall have Golden Acre, which is also sometimes called that Primo 2, which is summer cabbage. Good for coleslaws, not a massive plant. Golden Acre. Next, spring green I've never tried. Green antelope, F1. Greens I mainly grow for the tortoise. To do these, because obviously he eats quite a lot. I shall sow a few more of these. Glad when the weather's warmed up I can get Kane out for a bit outside. Durham Early, which is another green. This is probably my most popular green that I've grown for quite a few years now. It's pretty reliable. I've got some down the actual garden now that I've overwintered. They're a bit tatty, but they shall do. That's the Durham Early. The last one of the brassicas is Cauliflower Clapton. I don't think I'll be filling these right to the top of the compost because I've probably up a little bit too deep. Some in the seed in there, as long as they've got a light covering of them, they should be fine. Like so, just take off the excess. And if you wanted to, just get another one of these if you want to, and just so not pressing hard. Like so. I mean, they've been watered underneath, so I probably won't even bother watering them. Should encourage it to well, prevent the seed rotting. Just keep an eye. If it doesn't darken off, I'll just probably spray them lightly. That's the brassicas done. I think next will be leeks. These are the seeds that I got from Sue, I think I said. These are Musselburgh. So I've just basically got quite a deep pot, it's about 5 inches deep. So it's probably like a 2 litre pot. Because these leeks are going to be in here for a while. Just get a good cluster of seeds. Just don't sow them too thickly. They're Musselburgh, another one I tend to grow all the time really. And I'll cover these with vermiculite. Add a little bit of water. leeks done. I think lettuce next. I might try and see if I can squeeze a lettuce into one of these. Some composting. Okay, I just put some in like that, and then I'll level it off. Use one of these, press it down. With lettuce I tend to prefer to water the base. Settle for a second. I'll get the thing again, just make sure it's a nice flat bed to take some seed. Right, so I have some mesure, which is probably officially now my favourite lettuce to grow, because it's nice cut and come again, and you don't have to do that many. So just scatter some mesure in that area. There. I'm not sure if these seeds are going to still be viable. We'll try. These are Frankie seeds. It's just basically romaine tall upright lettuce. In the middle. The one I've not grown for years is Mizuna. More of an ornamental type of thing really, not. I don't mind the cooler weather. I think I'll cover them with vermiculite as well. And give it a little press down, and they should be in contact. Little set that vermiculite down. So that's lettuce, and I think that is about it seed wise for now. Right, so you soon we saw most of me sort of frost hardier seeds, and next will be things like the peas, probably some of the beans, but that's getting into sort of end of March into April before I do them. So I'll probably be pricking out around the same sort of time as I do that. So I will possibly put some allotment footage from when I went down and did a bit of work. I had 2 days there, like I said, so it's kind of getting there now. And might add it to this video, or I might just do a separate one. So, but thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you next one. Bye.